1966. I was in the United States Air Force, stationed at Forbes Air Force Base. That day of the tornado, I went home about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The sirens went off, and she was familiar with this place. I'd only been in Topeka about a year, and she says, "That's a tornado warning." And so we turned the radio on, and it was at that time out by Burnett's Mound. It had crossed Burnett's Mound, and I was headed our direction. So she tells me we have to go to the basement. And at that time, we lived in, I don't know if I've said this before, 1519 Washburn Street, 2 blocks up north of the university. But she says, "Get down here, it's coming." So we head down to the basement.
Well, wait a minute.
Okay.
You wanted to see.
Oh.
And you were upstairs looking around, and you needed to be downstairs.
See how bossy she is?
And so I was telling him to get down here because it was time to get to the basement. And the boys and I were downstairs, down in the basement. So he did finally get down there.
And I'd been down there maybe less than 15 seconds till that thing hit. And it was atrocious. The noise and it blew dirt all over us. I remember that. And
it was the freight train sound,
yeah,
just like we'd heard.
And about less than 30 seconds, it was over. So we came up out of the basement, and it was a mess. Everything was. And we started evaluating what had occurred. And we had a detached garage out off of the alleyway, and the detached garage was gone. But the lawnmower, and I remember that I had some cans of paint, was right there, still in the same place, didn't move them. And one of our cars was up against the wall of the kitchen, and the good car, I remember that, a big tree, an elm tree, had blown right over the middle of the top of that car. So I think we had to total that car. I don't remember now. And the next day, I had 21 guys in my office at Wing Headquarters in the Stanoval section. So the next day, they closed the office and they got a truck, came to our house, what was left of it, and loaded up all of our clothing, which had insulation all in her clothes, and it was a mess. But they loaded us up, took us straight out to the air base, and put us in a 3-bedroom house that was out. I don't know. I never did sign for that house. I don't know who signed for it.
I have a couple things to add about the tornado.
Yeah, please. I'll shut up.
Okay. Now, I remember it just a little different, most of it the same, but when we came upstairs on the first floor, I don't remember it being that bad. The dining room and the kitchen, I remember as being pretty good. And we did have our spaghetti and meat sauce, and I didn't want the boys to have a terrible fear of storms. So we sat down and we had our dinner, and then we walked out.
Yeah,
and as far as I know, they have never been afraid of storms like that. So I just wanted to add that.
Thank you.